Hey everyone, this is Pastor Bryan here. I'm glad you guys could join me today with Coffee with Bryan. This is something that we do every Friday at 3 p.m. This is a unique Coffee with Bryan, as this is actually a pre recorded Coffee with Bryan. Unfortunately, I had something come up last minute on my schedule that I was going to be out of town Friday afternoon and away from internet, that I wasn't going to be able to broadcast live with you. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to get out a Coffee with Bryan video with you. I don't know if you guys look forward as much as I do, but I enjoy coming on here and talking with you. I will be getting on later to see all your guys' posts, comments, and everything. I know you guys enjoy the games, and so I have a game, and I'll actually have special guests that'll jump on here in just a little bit. But I wanted to say welcome to Coffee with Bryan. This is a segment that we do every Friday here on Facebook as well as YouTube every Friday at 3 p.m. An opportunity, guys, for you to ask me questions, shoot me emails. Typically we'll be live, but this one's not going to be live. This is actually a pre-recorded one right here from my home. And so this is a segment we do every Friday at 3 p.m. If you have any questions regarding youth ministry at all, if you are curious as to what July 5th is going to look like whenever we go back to opening up our church service to the congregation, what's that going to look like with having two services? What's that going to look like with our youth ministry and children's ministry and even pre-K ministry, as I oversee that with Miss Becky? So if you have any questions at all, or even what summer camp's going to look like, please let me know. Email me at Bryan@GlenPark. That is BRYAN at GlenPark, GLENNPARK.com. We'd love to have you guys shoot me any emails, any questions, any concerns you have regarding our youth ministry summer programming. As well as I want to invite you guys to come and be a part of Sunday worship with us every Sunday at 10:30 via Facebook and YouTube. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed our services. I am completely out of my element. I am not a techie type person. But I've been called upon to really help our church getting all of this live stream stuff up and running. And so if you guys really do appreciate that, I'm not trying to like scratch my own back or here try to build myself up, but man, it is literally turning my hair gray on some of these things. It's not my niche. It's not what I went to school for. It's not what I really am passionate about, but I saw a need and wanted to fill that need. And so if you guys have been really enjoying that, please let Pastor Pete know that you enjoy that. If you've been loving Miss Becky's videos that have been coming out every Thursday afternoon with Miss Becky's Corner, please send her some love. And if you wanna show some love towards me, you can, and let me know how much you guys have been enjoying these videos. And so the other thing I want to remind you guys about is every Monday, we didn't meet last Monday because it was Memorial Weekend and I wanted to give the weekend to your students. But if you are a student, or if you have a student, or if you have a neighbor kid who's between the ages or grades of second or 6th through 12th grade, I would love to have them join on with us for our Zoom live hangout. This is basically just a Bible study. It's a Bible study I do with your students, and literally all they got to do is just turn on their phone. They're already probably on their phone already, so this is a really easy way for them to do that. But you have to email me or message me. If you have my cell phone number, text me, and I will get you that information or that link so that you can join us via the Zoom live hangout as we go through the book of Galatians, and we are literally looking at what was Paul talking about. And I think it's cool that that on Sundays Pastor Pete is talking about the book of Philippians, and a lot of what Paul's addressing in the book of Philippians is what Paul's addressing in the book of Galatians. So it's been cool walking this journey as I've been personally been a part of the teaching ministry with him, doing that as we've been meeting one-on-one to talk about the book of Philippians, because every time I'm reading and we're talking about the book of Philippians, I'm like, hey, do you remember this from the book of Galatians? Because they're very, very similar, because Paul has to address the issue of Judaizers all the time, and this issue of legalism all the time. And so we've been talking about this in the book of Galatians. This next week, we're actually in a really cool section. I'm looking forward to teaching on Monday. We're going to be in the book of Galatians, obviously, but chapter 3, verses 21 through 29. So if you're a student and you're watching this right now, will you go and read that before Monday? That would be great. There's not going to be no brownie, or there's not going to be any prize for that, just brownie points. But I would love you guys to go ahead and read that. Even if you're a parent or an adult or a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin who's seeing this, go ahead, go read that. And if you're curious as to what that would look like, I have no problem if you want to join on and hear what we're going to be discussing on the Zoom live hangout, this Bible study. So, another thing I want to give you guys an update about is camp. Camp is still scheduled to happen. I am the dean for middle school camp, and so this is what is really happening here. Our dates were originally set in June, but now they've been moved to July. Now, I know that kind of throws a huge wrench into maybe some family vacation time, so please let me know. My biggest encouragement is I know right now, as I've been reading a couple of articles and just how much this COVID-19 has affected the youth of our culture, and not even just here in America but worldwide, that the suicide rate is actually slowly been increasing because a lot of these kids don't know where their identity is at. And this is going to be my little plug for you to go to camp, because the theme that we're talking about is king, and it's all looking at the life of David, but looking at his life in the book of Psalms. We know his stories, we know the situations that he occurred, but we know more about David because we have the Psalms. And what a great way for us to look at David's life, because he went through a lot of highs and lows, and we know how he felt emotionally. And there's a lot of times where he's in that same type of flux that a lot of our students are going in, his identity, like, yes, God is awesome, but then he hits these valleys and he just feels like he's lost all identity. And so a lot of these students that are seniors, they didn't get their senior year, they didn't get senior prom, they didn't even get graduation, and they didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. That was something that my son even talked to me about. He misses being able to say goodbye to his friends. And so, I talked to another one of our youth sponsors today, and they were telling me that their grandchild was upset because they didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. So, I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling with that, but this will be my plug. Go to camp. Your kids, your students need people. As much as we want to be socially distanced, and I want to change the vernacular on that, because we want to be social. We still want to be social, but can we be personnel distance? Can we be personally distant but still remain social? Can we be socially close but personally be separated? You can have a conversation and be social with somebody even within 6 feet. So it's not that we want you to just be away from everybody. We want you to still have a relationship with people. And your students need that. They really do dearly need that. My son needs it. I need it. My wife needs it. And I'm telling you, your students need it too. So please come join us for camp. If you have any questions about that, please email me. You can go online and register. You don't owe any money right now. The only money that you have to owe when you register is $5, and that's a registration fee. And that'll be subtracted from the registration fee that you see listed there. So if you want to go to middle school camp, which is what I'm in charge of, if you have any questions about what is middle school camp going to look like, email me and I can show you. I can tell you exactly every game that we're going to play, and if you have any concerns about those games, I would love to address them with you, because we've changed how we're going to do our scheduling, how our games are programmed, how our family groups are going to interact with each other, all because of this. And so I want you to know that I'm taking your kids' health very seriously, because my kid's going to be one of them. And so I hope that you guys would trust me and have faith in me as your pastor, and someone who has your kids' best interest, not only just their spiritual and maturity life, but their physical health in mind. And so please let them come be a part of camp with us this summer. Another thing that I want to remind you about is last week we talked about this. I didn't get any requests in. I didn't get anybody that filled out their Best of Cereal Sweet 16 bracket. No one sent me anything. So I will put this back up here. Please let me know what cereals you think would win in the first round. Don't complete the whole bracket. I know you can't quite see this, but let's see if I can move my camera for a second so we can see what's behind here. Okay, there we go. So if you take a look at the bracket here, it's Frosted Mini Wheats versus Cookie Crisp. You tell me who's going to win. Who's going to win that bracket or that game? Honey Bunches of Oats versus Raisin Bran Crunch. Who's going to win that one? Fruit Loops versus Apple Jacks. You tell me, okay? I did drop the ball. I didn't post this on Instagram this last week, so I'll do it. I'll do it tonight. I'll do it tonight, and that way you guys can see this. Please let me know who you think's going to be that first place winner. This is just something fun. You don't have to do it just to get involved. I'd love to have you guys be involved in this, as well as everything that we do throughout the week with the midweek messenger that comes out on Wednesdays, with Becky's Corner, with Coffee with Bryan, which you're at right now. There's something that our pastor does. It's called Ask Your Pastor. He does this every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Note the difference in times, though. Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, he does it at 2 p.m., but on Wednesdays, he does it at 7 p.m. And you can find that he does it via Facebook. Now, the last week, we did it via Facebook and YouTube because we're testing out some stuff for Sundays, and so but most of the time it's going to be just straight Facebook. Not to say that we're prejudiced versus one platform or the other, but you can actually be a part of this with Ask Your Pastor. He loves to have your conversations. He'd love to have your questions. He brings on a special guest typically on Wednesdays. He's trying to get a couple more people. I've joined him on there. If you guys are watching this and you guys would love to have Miss Kathy Davis join the show, I need you to like and share and hit that star or that thumbs up button like crazy. We want to get Miss Davis on Ask Your Pastor because I think that would be great. So, I told you that we have some special guests with us tonight, and I couldn't be more excited to do this, to share this with them. They're actually on the other side of the room right now, but I want to introduce you guys to who our special guests are. They are my son, Bradley. You say hi, Bradley?
Hi.
And my wife, Amanda. So my wife, Amanda, has joined me a couple times, and Bradley's joined me by himself solo with me, but I thought, what the heck, I'll bring them both on. And so we're going to get them both on here, and I'm actually going to get them involved in a game. Since I can't do a live game with you, I wanted two contestants that can play against each other. Now, if you don't know my wife and my son, they are extremely competitive. I'm competitive to an extent, like on video games. Like I'm very, 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 very competitive in that regard. But one of the funny stories that I always tell people is when I met my wife, like whenever I was quote unquote, like, I guess not like courting her, but like we were getting to know each other. We used to play this game called Sequence. And if you don't know what Sequence is, it's just basically like a card game with this big gigantic board. My son likes playing it. But there was a time whenever like Amanda was about to beat me, and I was like, we'll never know. And I flipped the board, and I was even notorious for throwing the chips at her because I hate to lose. I don't like to lose. Now, as I've matured, quote unquote, over the years, I'm not quite as competitive as, say, these two are. Now, do I like to lose? No. But do I get as frustrated as I used to? Not as much. If it's a video game, I typically do. But, like, if I'm playing a card game with, like, my wife, it's like, are you kidding me? You stink. Like, really? You just blocked me on Ticket to Ride is our big game. And that's about the only game I get really competitive about. I'll let you in on a little secret. There's been times I have cheated on that game. And I've told my wife that. I have cheated on that game. I just adopted her philosophy. You're not cheating, you're not trying.
No, that's Josh's.
Oh, that's Josh's. That's a brother-in-law, Josh. So if Josh or Kyle happens to see this, they can say that or contest that too. So, okay, hey, so we're gonna play a game, and obviously since this is a pre-recorded thing, I can't do a live thing. But if you're watching this, I would love you guys to jump on, and I would love to see if you can figure these out alongside with them. So I wanted a game that is actually fairly leaned towards my son, but my wife could be competitive in it too. If you don't know us, we as the Helgeman family, we love our superheroes. We love them. We own just about every single superhero movie, don't we? I think we own every single movie. You know, like we own all the X-Men, we own all the Superman, we own all the Batmans, we almost own all the Marvels. We don't own any of the Thors right now, which is sad to say because Thor's like one of them. But we can watch it on Disney Plus. That's right. The other ones that we don't have, let's see, we don't have Ant-Man, do we? Ant-Man or
Ant-Man the Wasp, but
and
it's-
Wasp.
it's
Yep.
cartoon.
So with that being said, let me introduce you guys to our game tonight. Our game is called Who's That Superhero? So they have an external monitor that's right here to my right, their left, that they can kind of see this smaller picture that's right here. So who's that superhero? And this is what they're seeing right here. So if you're watching this, I would love you guys to be a part of this so that you can see what is going on and what superheroes are being shown. So let me pull up my little control panel here so we can get this game rolling. So, okay. So how this game works is there's going to be it's going to be a blur. So it's the opening. It's going to show like like the background. So it's the background that you see right there with all the superheroes, but it's a little bit more faded back. And there's actually an image that's been placed over it, but it's blurred. And so I'll keep clicking about every 5 seconds, and then whoever can tell me the superhero first is going to win a point that round. Okay? I will say this. They cover an array of platforms. They're not just Marvel. They're not just DC. They're DC and Marvel. And so this way, there wasn't just favoring just Marvel or DC. I think you'll be fine, Bradley. I think you'll be fine. Okay, so you guys ready for your first one? You ready for your first one? Here we go.
Do it. Iron Man.
Wow. You got it already.
I don't even know that.
Holy cow. Amanda already got that one. Okay, so Amanda got that one. Ready? Let's go to our next one.
Wolverine.
No.
Batman.
No. Ready for me to move forward?
X-Men.
No.
Batman.
I will be thoroughly impressed if either one of you guys gets this one. Now, I will say this. I have used this guy in a lesson before.
X-Men.
Nope.
I said Wolverine.
Storm.
Moving forward. Keep going. Keep going. Any guesses yet? Any guesses?
It's not Batman.
No, it's not Batman. Still going. Still going.
I can't think of his name.
Oh.
Hawk.
Black
What?
Hawk.
The Hawk.
No, not the Hawk.
Is it that guy with the hammer?
No,
Captain America.
No.
The eagle?
Black guy. Nightwing.
Nightwing. Guys, I've used him before in a sermon illustration. If you ever want to hear me preach that one, you got to talk to Pastor Pete. Maybe he'll let me preach that sermon. So, next, here we go. Next one.
Wolverine.
No.
Flash.
No. I'm going forward.
Batman and Robin. Robin.
There you go. Just Robin. Just Robin. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Next one. So I think Amanda's got you by...
Flash.
No, not Flash.
Iron Man.
No.
No.
Spider-Man.
No.
Wonder Woman.
No. Going more. Here we go. We'll keep going. Keep going.
Marvel. Captain Marvel.
X-Men.
Captain Marvel.
No.
Megamind.
No.
This one.
I thought about doing that one.
What about this one that tells the future?
The future?
Like an X-Men, like the.
Oh, you're talking Charles Xavier?
Yeah.
No, not him. Any guesses?
Marvel.
No.
He has to be Marvel.
This is the Scarlet Witch. You know her as the lady from Marvel who does all the stuff. She, oh my goodness, she appears in the second one in Endgame. Not Endgame, but the Infinity Wars. She's the one that can move stuff. She's super, super powerful.
That's what she's called.
Yeah.
Or who she's called.
Yep. Here we go. Next one.
I don't even know that one. Flash.
Spider-Man.
Yes.
Do you see?
Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
Okay, next. Ready? Here we go.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Wolverine.
Superman. Bradley. Come on, Bradley.
I'm
Joe.
bad at this game.
Okay, next one.
Wolverine.
Here we go.
Wolverine.
The
Mm-mm. It starts looking a lot like Nightwing. It looks a lot like Nightwing, but it's not.
Hulk. No. The Hulk.
I had to pick this symbol for this person because if I'd used the other one, you would have gotten it in a heartbeat.
Hawkeye.
No.
Captain America?
No.
This symbol's pretty easy.
I'm going to leave it right here. Are you smarter than my wife and my son? Can you figure out which one this actually is?
Is this
Okay,
the
you have 5,
militia?
4,
Or,
3,
not Meta Militia.
2,
That's a brand.
1. No.
The guy off X-Men.
This is Thor.
No.
This is Thor.
No, he doesn't have a mask.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Flash.
No.
Iron
No.
Man.
No.
No, is that the Infinity? Is that who you call him?
No.
Infinity? Oh.
What's his name, Bradley? I think you know. It's the one he's got an Infinity Stone right here.
It is him!
I know, but what's his name?
Marvel.
No, not Marvel. Not Marvel. Come on. Come
I
on.
just went blank on his name.
Come
Well,
on.
at least I got that guy.
You got it, but what's his name?
Marvel.
No, it's not Marvel. Ready? 5, 4, 3,
Infinity.
2, 1. It's Vision, guys. Vision. Okay, ready? Let's do another one here.
Okay, at least I remember part of him.
Wolverine.
Ooh! Way to go, Bubba. Way to get Daddy's favorite.
I got one for me.
Yep. Here you go. Next one.
Wonder Woman.
Yes. Look at you go, Mom. Next one. Ready?
Hulk.
No.
No, Green Lantern.
Yes. Green Lantern. Okay, this will be a tough one. Let's see if you guys do this one very well.
Flash.
No. Next one. Gonna keep moving forward. Keep moving.
I was gonna say Incredibles.
Keep going.
Iron Man.
No. I'm gonna go one more. Ready? Gonna go one more. If you know it, please put it in the comments so I can tell if you guys are smarter than my two
The
families.
Infinity Stone.
No.
See the bad guy?
No. None of these guys are villains. These are all heroes. I was gonna do a villains one. That's gonna be my next game we're gonna play.
Oh.
So let's keep going. None of these are villains. None of these are villains. Hi.
Rocket? Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, and what's he a part of, though?
Well, his name's Star-Lord.
I know, but as a collective core, what are they?
Guardians.
The Guardians. They are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, ready? Here we go. Next one.
Captain America.
No.
Hulk.
No.
Woman. No.
No.
Is she
Iron Man.
Is it a she?
I can't give you a yes or no answer.
Ow!
Don't try to forge the
Galaxy.
system here.
Green Lantern.
No.
Earth.
No.
Is that a close one? Hawkeye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
I saw
job,
that
baby.
ear when I was like.
Yep, it's an arrow. Okay, ready? Next one.
Hulk.
Oh, I think it gave it. I'm gonna give it to him.
That was close.
Yes, I was gonna say he got it though. Next one.
Iron Man.
Ow, don't pinch me.
Flash.
Sweet
Mm-mm.
Patty. Captain
Spider-Man.
America.
Nope.
Batman.
Yep. It's
Mm.
funny. I almost
Come on.
Star Wars.
No, not Star Wars. We're not doing Star Wars. Who's gonna get it?
Portrait.
No, you said they're not villains.
No.
I was gonna say the one that has a bat potty mouth.
Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Good
Ant-Man.
job, Bubba.
That's Ant-Man.
It's a funky Ant-Man symbol.
Wasp. Captain America.
Nope. Come on, you do too know.
Oh, I do know.
You both should know this one.
I know this.
Captain Marvel.
No.
I don't know.
Really? Holy cow. If you're watching this, please, please, please restore my thoughts of humanity.
But I did Wonder Woman.
Come on. Well, everyone knows Wonder Woman. Everyone knows this one too. Oh, you breaking my heart.
Really? That's a symbol?
Yes.
That doesn't look like a symbol.
Yes. Okay, here we go.
Captain
Batman.
America.
No.
Batman.
Nope.
Wasp.
Nope. You guys both said wasp at the same time.
Creepy, get out
No.
of my head.
No.
Batman.
Nope.
Oh. I know it, but I don't know what
Yes, you do.
Ninja.
Don't even, Bradley.
Ant-Man.
X-Men.
No. You have
Wolverine.
wanted to watch this movie.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
I just got you.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Next one.
Yeah, I think you're pulling.
Daredevil.
No. Ooh. I didn't do that one, but that's a good one. No, it's not.
Deadpool.
No.
That's who I was thinking of
Deadpool?
earlier. Is Deadpool.
No,
but I was
Deadpool.
like, he has
Deadpool's
potty
a
mouth.
red one with a cross one, which I was gonna do his, but I decided not to. I had too many.
Oh yeah.
X-Men.
Black Widow.
X-Men.
Ooh, Mama got it. It's Black Widow.
Wait, that's
Next one. Here we go.
Captain America.
Yes. Good job, baby.
What?
Haha.
I would think it would be like
Here we go. Next.
What is
It's a rainbow.
this?
Pretty
Rainbow
much.
fish.
No.
Now it's Aquaman.
No, it's not.
Alright, it's Care Bears.
No, not the Care Bears.
Wonder Woman.
No.
Flash. Superman. Pokemon. It looks like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
No.
It looks like
Yeah,
Pokemon.
you stayed on Pokemon.
Captain Marvel.
Yes.
That's
Look
who
at
it
you
is.
go, Bradley Joe. Okay, this is the last one. This one, I haven't been keeping score. Whoever gets this one wins the whole game.
Alright.
Wolverine.
Flash!
Ah, yes. I'm gonna give it to Bradley because you cheated, and we don't like.
I put it down and he stood in my
But we don't
in
like
my way.
cheaters. We don't like cheaters, Mom. We don't
You
like
put it
cheaters.
in my face first.
So, okay, so now we're going to go to a secondary game. So this is actually questions that Mommy and I wanted to ask you, Bradley.
But then can we do the villains?
Well, not right now. I don't have a villains one yet.
Yes,
Okay?
okay.
I have to make it, okay? So let me go. I got to change cameras here. So let me go ahead. I'm going to pull up my notes here so that we can ask you questions, okay? And so all you got to do is just answer the questions, okay? So, what's your full name?
Bradley Joe Hilgeman.
Okay. What is your favorite food, Bradley Joe Hilgeman?
No candy.
Candy? That's your favorite food is candy. Okay, what's your favorite meal?
Impossible cheese.
Impossible cheeseburger. That's what we actually had tonight, huh? Yeah. Okay.
My nose, yeah.
What would you do if you made all the rules for the house? Like, what would be like your number one rule of the house?
Everybody can play on the electronics as long as they want.
Everyone can play on electronics as long as they want. Okay.
And no one can boss anyone around.
Nobody can boss anybody around. Okay. Okay. Now, what is your superhero name and what would your superpower be? So you get to invent your own superhero name. What would that be?
The Incredible Bradley.
The Incredible Bradley. And what would your superpower be?
To pick up stuff.
So you'd be super strong?
No,
Oh.
like pick up stuff like this.
Oh, with your mind.
Like even if it's far, like 10 miles away or 10 hours away, like you could still like
10
bring
hours
it to,
away.
like you can just bring it like back into it like a second.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because,
Okay.
Because if I did, I could bring my phone back.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me ask you this. How old is Mom? How old do you think Mom is?
31.
How old is Dad?
30. 31. 30.
Yes, I'm 30. Mom's actually not 31.
30.
No,
32.
she turned 32. Okay,
On my birthday.
here you go. What is Mom's favorite thing to do? If you were just
Boss
watching.
people around.
Oh. Boss people around. Okay, let me ask you, what is Dad's favorite thing to do? Play what?
Play video games.
Oh, yes, I do enjoy playing video games. Okay? If Dad or if Mom were a cartoon character, which character would she be? If she was a cartoon character?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell?
Mhm.
Oh, that's sweet. What if Dad was a cartoon character? Which one would he be? Captain Underpants.
You would be Pikachu.
I'd be Pikachu. Ooh, I like that one. Okay.
Put you in a ball.
Okay, ready,
Put you in
Bradley?
the bag.
What makes you
Pikachu
happy?
doesn't
Bradley,
like balls.
so what makes you happy?
Electronics
Electronics
and family.
and family. Oh, nice. Thank you. What's your favorite book?
Captain Underpants.
You like Captain Underpants? Or Dog Man, right? You like Dog Man. Okay, what's your favorite Bible verse? Do you have one that you really like?
It's right there.
Do you know what that one is?
Leviticus. I don't know.
19:2.
19:2.
Do you know what it? Do you remember what it says?
No.
Be
Be holy. I don't know what's next. For I am holy.
yeah, be holy for I am holy. So, what does that verse mean to you, baby? What's that verse mean?
Be holy.
Be holy, like who though? It says be holy for I am.
God
You want so you want to try to do the very best you can, right?
and Jesus and
And-
Holy Spirit.
Yeah, God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit. Okay. What do you or how do you know that Mom loves you? How do you know that Mom loves you?
She gave both to me.
Oh, yeah, just so simple. How do you know Dad loves you?
Because I'm part like you.
Because you what?
Because me and you like playing video games and I'm half of you.
Oh yeah, you're half of me. So there you go. Okay. What do you love most about Mom?
That she's caring.
That she's caring. Oh. What do you love most about Dad?
That he's awesome.
That he's awesome. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Well, awesome, baby. That actually concludes everything with you guys. I'm super excited super glad that you guys could join me for Coffee with Bryan today.
I wish you had the villain set up.
Oh, well, maybe sometime next week we can do that one, okay? If we can do, maybe Daddy will have some time to do that one, okay? So, okay, well, awesome. You guys are free, or you guys are dismissed. I'm going to go ahead and jump onto my devotion. If you want to stay for the devotion, do you want to stay for the devotional? The scripture time? Okay, so, just want to remind you guys, if you guys are just now kind of fallen into or stumbled into this segment, this is called Coffee with Bryan. This is a segment I do every Friday. This is our first ever pre-recorded one. I actually had something that came up just spontaneously this last week, where I wasn't going to be able to be live with you, so I needed to, and I wanted to pre-record this so that I could still get all the information that I wanted to. This is a segment we do every Friday, typically live, Friday at 3 p.m., as well as it's a time for you to not only figure out what's happening in the life of our student ministry here at Glen Park, but you can ask me questions about what's going on with their students, what's going on in the calendar year, the summer, or anything that's happening coming up this fall, or anything that maybe you have ideas for that we could talk about and discuss and just have a dialogue. If you have any questions, please email me at brian@glenpark.com. Don't forget to join us every Sunday at 10:30 via Facebook as well as YouTube. And that way you can be a part of everything that's going on here at the church. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button over on YouTube. We want to build up our subscribers as much as we possibly can. And that would really help us out. If we reach 100, there's a lot more things that we can do, and we have the capability of doing so. If not, if you only have Facebook, that's perfectly fine. If you're struggling to find those links, there are links to our website. Or there is a link to each of those pages on our website at glenpark.org. If you go to glenpark.org, and right on the home page you'll see click to Facebook, click to YouTube, and that way you can find us that way. It's really, really simple. We try to make it as easy as we possibly can. As well as, don't forget to have students join us every Monday. If you're a student or you have a child or a student that's in 6th through 12th grade, even if they're in like 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, and you feel like they need some more, I'm open to having them join them. I've had my son join on us. I've had another girl who's in 1st grade jump on with us. They may not grasp everything that we're talking about, but they're hearing the Bible, and that's all I care about. And so we want truth to resonate. The Bible resonates with all things, right? Scripture tells us that it is good and profitable for all men, and it is God-breathed for all man. So if you have a student that would love to be a part of this, or you would love to have them be a part of this, please shoot me an email or text if you have my number. We do this every Monday from 6 to 7 o'clock. We play some games, we do a little bit of Bible, and we have some fun doing it. So, and then don't forget, get your kids registered for camp. I'm going to register my kid actually here this over the weekend and get him registered for camp. I was waiting on a couple little minor things to get panned out. Things looking great for camp. Things are looking really great for me for middle school camp. Darren out at for high school. We're calling it's Summit, but it's also high school camp. And so it'll be a great opportunity for those high school kids that want to go out there and be a part of Summit. Junior camp is for our 4th and 5th graders. Day camp plus, you can do the 2-day event or just a single day. So it's either a Friday evening plus a Saturday, or just a Saturday event if you want to do that. That's up to you. You see the 2 price differences there. If you want to come out there like a Friday night and have dinner and stay an extra, or stay one night with your kindergarten or 1st grader, you can. As well as there's kids camp. That's for 2nd and 3rd grade, which is where I'll be out there with Bradley. So register online at prairieviewcamp.org. We'd love to have your students come out and be a part of that. Don't forget to fill out the bracket. Tell me who you think is going to win that first round. Who's going to win that first round? As well as don't forget to join Pastor Pete every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 2 p.m. For Ask Your Pastor. And then on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. He's moved a Wednesday night evening one for those that don't get the opportunity to be live with him through the weekday. So anyways, I'm going to move to our devotional time. I typically always have something that I want to share with you that's been put on my heart. Anyway, so I like to do a devotional with you guys. So this is my devotion. The devotional comes out of Psalms 139, verse 14. This is what it says. It says, "I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well." And so this is a passage of scripture that I was reading the other day. I already talked about camp. We're going to be looking at the life of David through the Psalms. And so as I've been reading the book of Psalms and rereading it and rereading it and rereading it, there's just some things that were popped in my head, and I want to give you guys some cool facts. So here's some things that you probably never knew about you, okay? The first moment, the very first nanosecond of your life determined whether you would be a boy or a girl. The very nanosecond of which you came into existence determined whether you're going to be a boy or girl. In the first hour of your life, your eye color, your hair color, and other features are decided already. When your heart began beating, you were so small that you would have fit in your mother or dad's fingernail with room to spare. Before your mother even knew you were growing inside of her, you could hear and even perform full flips inside of her womb. About 7 months before you were born, your fingers and your toes looked much like they did at birth, though you were only two inches long. You started to grow hair in your 4th month of life before birth and may have even sucked your thumb. You first heard your mom's voice and began kicking and stretching 3 or 4 months before you were born. In the final 2 months of your birth, your weight triples. You begin sleeping and waking, and even and use 4 of your 5 senses: sight, sound, taste, and touch, all before your mother went into labor. You know what else? While all of that was going on, God was watching you and he was forming you day by day. And the Bible says that he has knitted you together in your mother's womb. He was loving you even before your mother knew she was pregnant. He knew how tall you were going to be. He knew what color your eyes were going to be. He knew what if you would have your dad's nose or your mom's cheekbones, and all sorts of other stuff that was going on in your first moments of life. And literally from day one of your existence, you were precious in God's sight because you were already the best thing that God ever made. So here's the reflection I want you guys to see, is that today's reading calls human life the best thing God ever created. Wonderful are his works, my soul knows it all too well. Wonderful are your works. How do you think you would know that? If you're not sure, check it out. You should go look in Genesis chapter 1 and compare to what God himself says about the various levels of creation. How does it feel to know that you're the best thing that God ever created? And if you've ever been a part of any one of my youth ministries that I've ever served and volunteered in, whether volunteered or professionally been paid to do this, there's something that I've always told our students, is that you're loved and that you're treasured and that you're world changers, because our students are losing their sense of identity. They're confused on who I am in Christ and what is it that I'm put on this purpose, on this earth for. What's my purpose? And so a lot of these kids are struggling with that even right now. As seniors don't have graduation, as seniors don't get the opportunity to say goodbye, or even kindergartners that are moving up, or pre-Kers that are moving up, or even 5th graders that are now moving into 6th grade, or 8th graders that are now moving into high school. You don't get that opportunity to celebrate your youth before moving up. And so I want you guys to know that your identity is not in what you surround yourself in, but your identity is found in who Christ says you are. And Christ has knitted you and formed you in your mother's womb, and he's known exactly who you are. He knows your eye color. He knows the very number of the hairs in your head. When he created you, that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That before you, for you formed my inner parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's the reality here, is that God has known you, that you are known by the Almighty. So quit looking and thinking that God is too high to care about you. No. That's not the case. Too often our view of God is too low, and that we think, I don't want to serve a God that's not that powerful. We need to raise our perception of God to a standard that's higher than higher, and be in awe of how awesome he really is, that he took the time to intricately know you. So, hey, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Again, this is a little unorthodox. I'll be back next Friday with our live segment. This was just a fluke thing that came up out of nowhere. But I wanted to be able to still provide you a service of providing you Coffee with Bryan. I love you guys. I hope everything's going well. If you have any questions, please email me at brian@glenpark. Let me pop that slide up here so you guys can see that. brian@glenpark.com. Again, join us next Friday here at 3 p.m. If there's anything I can be praying for you, please call me, email, text me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me, right? A little Kim Possible. So, okay. Hey, before we go out, I've started to do this as well as Pastor Pete has done this, and he's been doing it on Sunday mornings. But let's go ahead and battle cry. Bradley, you want to battle cry with us? You don't want to battle cry with us? Let's see if I can get Mama to battle cry with us. Okay? All it is for the Lord and for Wichita. That's all it is. Ready? So we're not going to yell it like Pastor Pete, but we're gonna raise our fists and go for the Lord and for Wichita. Okay. Hey, go ahead and do this with me, guys. I love you. I'll see you guys here next Friday. But here you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. For the Lord and for Wichita. I love you guys. Hopefully talk to you guys soon.